Hello.
Hi Sayed, good evening.
Hi, Akshay. Hi, Prashant. Good to
Yeah,
see you,
hi,
brothers.
hello. Likewise.
Hello. Yes. So we have Prashant with us. We have Akshay. Akshay, you are with us?
Yeah,
Are you there?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what's the plan?
Okay, so we shall debate on the that last topic that we haven't debated it.
Okay. 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 We will debate on that topic. The topic is mobile good or bad for children? So are we supposed to wait for somebody else to join?
Yeah, okay, we will just wait for 5 minutes, then we'll start the debate.
Okay. Okay, Prashant. Okay, brother, welcome, and hope you are comfortable. If we don't have much of people with us today.
Yeah, that
Maybe not a debate table, but maybe we can just exchange our views because this is certainly a topic which we all have to think about at one point or another. Particularly if you have small siblings, or I don't know if you are married or you have children, but it is something that we all will have to worry or think about in our lives at one point of time or another. Okay,
mm-hmm.
so yeah, let's wait for someone else to join.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Okay, Prashant, you are the guest. Starting from you, uh, uh, as we all are seeing some kind of bad habits or bad effects of mobile in our society, particularly concerning the young children. So, what is your opinion? Should mobile be given to children or not, or at what age? So, the stage is open for you. You may share your opinion.
Well, I initially thought of speaking in terms of negative aspects or negative effects of children's using mobile phones,
Okay.
particularly students, because it might have the damaging consequences on students. You know, like there are like problems like distraction. All the phones are very useful. They can also be a distraction as we speak. Some
Yes.
students make use of these handsets during class or study hours. They
Yes.
spend no time to read the internet, the music, movies, Snapchat, Instagram, etc. It
Yes.
creates a lot
Yes.
of
Yes.
distraction.
Yes.
I personally find this particular proclivity in reading books, and this is what I always try to inculcate
Yes.
others, like the advantages of reading book and how it can help, uh, like with the dementia and Alzheimer's disease in the long run, especially when we get older. We tend to forget things, and
Yes.
this reading habit can especially help us in because our as we grow older, like we get
Yes.
socially inept. We don't get we do not interact socially too much. We just stay within our these four walls, and then we do not try to speak to others unless until we because see, like right now, like in this midlife, we or the teenage life or adolescence, whatever it may be, we try to interact with other people. We go to job. We are, like very much busy with our schedules. If it is for children or students, then they usually study in the school and then they interact with people. And well, I'm not saying that older people have less people to communicate, but as we grow older, we tend to forget things. Our
Yes.
cells starts to degrade even further, as we grow.
So you are saying that staying long with mobile phones is playing some role in making people forgetful.
Well, actually, see, phones, on the other hand, have uh, denigrating consequences as well. Like it has
Okay.
negative impacts, not only on academics, because see, on the other side of the spectrum, it also causes health issues. Like using mobile phones for longer duration is not good for health. Not just it impairs the vision, but can also cause sleep disorders, hearing issues, and other serious threats. Studies have been released to talk about the connection between the radiation emitted from the device and chronic health diseases like cancer and brain tumor. Sleep deprivation from phone usage is also a cause of stress, which eventually affects your health.
Okay, okay. So, okay, ठीक है, Prashant, I got your point. And maybe in the next round, you would like to enlighten us that you are talking about some of the consequences. And
Mhm.
in future, how do you suppose, how do you propose that these negative consequences can be dealt with in terms of technology improvement, or there must be some kind of a way because you are a techie. So
Mhm.
maybe you might have thought about it. Okay, maybe in the
Mhm.
next round we would like to hear more about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so yeah, Akshay, over to you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you like to share your opinion with us on the topic?
Yeah, actually, I think that mobile phones are like they have the advantages and disadvantages also.
Okay,
So see, we can use mobile phones for learning purpose. Like there are many platforms like Udemy, Unacademy, YouTube also. They are providing us a great e-learning content. So
yes.
using that, I don't think that personally it's bad for the children because they can learn many things from YouTube and other online classes.
Okay.
Yes, so
Okay,
that
just so that you may have some more points to add to the topic, because you are a person who is continuously in touch with technology. Though no one says that denies the advantages of mobile, but it is also true that the disadvantages that Prashant just talked, they are also a reality. And what we want to know from you is that how can we do away with these negative impacts? Because today only I was reading somewhere that the content on the social media,
mhm.
which is particularly associated with the smartphones, they are designed to be addicted to human beings.
Yeah,
So is that do you see some truth in that? And
actually,
how do you propose that this particular trait of social media that it is causing addiction in the youth that it can be done away?
yeah. See, if you are saying about the addiction, then for example, like we take the example of the Instagram. When a person visits the Instagram, he get the relevant post regarding the whatever the he whatever the field is, like whether he is an he's from medical field, then he will get some notifications about or some post about the medical fields only. But
Okay.
I think that some posts are helpful also, like in Instagram some posts are very much helpful for information and knowledge, because it's a good thing also.
Okay. Okay. Understood. We got your point,
I
Akshay.
understand, I understand that you said that they are designed specially that we get addicted to it, but some get addicted. If someone is seeing some type of adult content on some social media, then he will get that post regularly, and then he will get addicted to that social site, whatever is it.
Akshay, the thing is that point of addiction is not just restricted to consumption of pornography. See the
Okay.
content on social media, for maybe it is Instagram or TikTok or YouTube Shorts or just YouTube itself. The content itself is designed such that you are not able to take your focus away from those continuously ever changing kaleidoscope, because we as a human, because people who are making these contents, who are running the algorithm of the YouTube, they understand the psychology of human beings. They want that you should not get a chance to take your eyes away from that. I believe that they are doing it on a purpose. Is that so? What is your opinion on this?
Yeah, yeah, agree. I think I agree to it. What did you said about it? But I think that even if it is designed for the people like to get addicted to it, to use it. Then also I will say that, see, like, I will take my example. I'm like, my field is like from computer field. Like, I see many of the coding posts, and I usually learn from that new post and new videos and new reels, whatever the coding related videos are posted on YouTube and all. So I daily, something I learn from it. So for me, I don't think it's a type of any addiction,
Okay,
because I learn
okay,
from it.
okay.
So
That's actually one personal question. If you would like to share with us, has it happened with you ever that you have sometimes you have started watching shorts on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, and you suddenly came to know that half an hour has passed or 45 minutes have passed, and you are watching it continuously. Has it ever happened with you?
No, like, especially whenever I use social media, I set a timer, like how much time I should consume the social media. Like, I don't
Okay.
think that many of the people use this method, but I use, like, in my phone settings there are some tools like they limit the social media use. I just turn on, like, I have to use for some 15 minutes. After 15 minutes,
Okay.
the app will automatically get closed. So
Okay.
this
Great.
way
Great. Great.
I use it.
Okay. Okay. Great. So we are getting some good insights. So you are using technology by you're beating technology by technology. So good to know that.
Yeah.
All right, Akshay. And now we will go back to Prashant. Prashant, over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in your last session, you said about some of the negative impacts of social media and mobile phones. You talked about distraction. You talked about radiation.
Mm-hmm.
So, how, in terms of technology or content restriction, can these negative impacts be controlled?
So I would say that to begin with, one should renounce all forms of social media. I am pretty sure that not everyone will agree on this. However, I have tried myself with that agenda, and I have been successful. I have been reading more and more I have been reading more and more books, and then also relinquished the idea of using social media. I am not on social media anymore. Um, However, I think that if one can, see, it depends on the self control. So, as Akshay
Okay.
mentioned, that he has a timer. There is like seldom any cases like that where people actually have the timer, like how Akshay. Because I even I didn't knew that is if there is any timer like that which exists in this practical world. But I would like I think that one should be self-aware of what are they doing and considering their negative impacts. So it's like the disease known is half cured. So once they know the negative impacts, like what I mentioned about the radiation, like how people get addicted to it, and not only that, but there are other plethora of other negative impacts which causes more deteriorating effects of not only social media but also by using mobile phones. So it really depends on the self control and it depends on person to person. And again, not everyone will agree on what I just said, but I have controlled it in my own way.
Okay. So it is a great pleasure to know that both of my friends are having so much of self control, and they are never on the binge watching type of people. Okay, I also try to keep myself under control, but very often I just go with the flow, and it has happened with me that I have been to watch YouTube Shorts or Instagram videos for a pretty long time. But certainly, as Akshay said, setting up a timer might be helpful. Prashant, one more thing I would like to know from you.
Mm-hmm.
That is that you said talked about radiation.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking on the technical side, is there a way that radiation? This is something I believe that it is a necessary evil. Is
Mm-hmm.
there any way that we can reduce the negative impacts or harms of radiation, or we can do away with this? How the 5G technology is going to perform in this aspect? Is it going to make the situation worse, or it is going to improve the exposure of radiation to human body, particularly in case of, as we said, children?
Well, speaking of radiation, it would certainly not radically improve this radiation factor because as the technology improves, it is not giving us guarantee that it might also, on the other hand, improve our health. But like there's one way that which I know, which I would like to uh, say it here is one can reduce the or mitigate the impacts by turning off the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi when not needed. See, even if you turn it off, it's not necessary that the others will turn it off, right? So there was
Okay.
one video which I recently someone had shared it with me over the WhatsApp, and then it also vividly showed us that the you can turn off the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and other such radiating signals which are emitted from the
Okay.
phone. That is, see, what you can do is like you can try it from your end. You cannot control the entire population. Or you see, radiation is invisible. The signals are invisible per se. Uh, you cannot try to importune in someone or try to coax someone to or change someone's mindset as you. But what you can do is you can change, bring some changes from your end. So
Okay.
there's actually little we can do in terms of mitigating those negative impacts, to be honest.
Right, right, right. Arshad, there was one more question, particularly concerning this radiation, in my mind, because I have read different things on from different people, from different websites, different books. One
Mm-hmm.
thing is that see, the kind of radiation which is harmful to human beings is that of shorter wavelengths.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly, see, if we take reference of the visible light,
Mm-hmm.
the electromagnetic radiation which is of shorter wavelength compared to visible light, that might be harmful, like it is ultraviolet or x-rays or something lesser wavelength. But beyond radiation, beyond that, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe it is infrared or radio waves or higher wavelength radiation,
Mm-hmm.
that might not be harmful to us. Some people say it like that. Is that so?
Well, you recently spoke about shorter wavelength. So if the wavelength is shorter, then certainly the frequency is greater because both are inversely proportional to one another.
Yes.
Besides that, also that there are like web cure, if you might know,
Yes.
visible light, infrared, microwave, radio waves. So those are certainly harmful, if not in one way, then in another way. Like just take like a shining physical example of microwave. You have to
Yes.
close the door, right?
Yes.
If you want to cook or heat something, some food, right? Even
Yes.
like when you take X-ray, when you go to visit a doctor, they have something to block that X-ray. So not necessary that those signals are harmless or benign to you. They will be always harmful to you if you won't understand it, or see like physically those factors affecting you physically right now. However, it would be when you grow older. If you get more and more exposed to the radiation, that is why the cancer. Like why people are getting cancer, even if they are not exposed. I mean, like even if they don't go out much. This cancer has actually caused problems to the people who also like are luminaries or thespians, actors, celebrities, you know. So those people are also more vulnerable to those because it's kind of ubiquitous nowadays that or prevalent nowadays that people are getting more and more exposed to those radiating signals.
Okay.
It may be for electromagnetic.
Prashant, have you read any particular journal or website or any book concerning this radiation?
No, I
What
haven't.
kind of radiation is harmful to human beings and what kind of radiation is not?
See, nearly all kinds of radiations are harmful to human beings. I haven't read any journal. However, I am an electrical engineer, so I have studied about electromagnetic radiations. So
Okay.
those, so even if, I mean, see, higher the frequency, the more harmful those radiations. So how you will understand whether the frequency is higher or lower? That is a study again. There are reports of even those signals might not be visible to you. However, the more the intensity of radiation, it really depends on that intensity. It's like water in moderate amounts, it's good for your health, but if you drink more water, then it might cause water intoxication. So it really depends on various factors on how long are you exposed to that particular radiation.
Yes. So that is the big question. Actually, the mobile companies and and the regulating authorities say that the radiation coming out of mobile phone is safe for human beings,
No,
whereas there are some
that is
initially when the
that is to the great extent untrue, because the more the energy, more the amplitude of the wave, and the more harmful it will be. Certainly, it won't be harmful unless and until you don't get exposed to that. But more and more you use it, the more harmful it gets. You see, if you get cancer, you won't blame like you won't try to sue like the mobile or the companies, the telecommunication companies, right? You will say, oh, cancer can occur anytime, anywhere, any place. You will not blame the radiation, because see, those are invisible. You cannot blame that.
okay,
That
yeah,
explains the reason why people, even though they are not, I mean, if just probably more apt or really specific example could be like people nowadays are using more and more mobile phones. Not only mobile phones, but have you imagined the rate at which the signal is transmitting from the tower, and that to and fro, and continuously
yes, yes,
one mobile tower to another mobile tower.
right,
So
right,
it
right.
for certain one might get exonerated just by giving that alibi that the signals are invisible. We don't know the provenance or the origin of it. Even see, God is also invisible, right? I don't want to take the example, but just to explain it more clearly, you do not see God. However, like people stop blaming them because they think that he is not here, so they try to blame some other person instead, or the technology.
Right, right, right. All right, Prashant, we will be closing. Just a few closing points from your side. We would like to know that, as you all know, that mobile is here, it is going to stay. So, what all precautions will you take in future when you have family, when you have children? How will you make sure that your children make good use of technology, good use of mobile phones, and stay away from the harms? Just a few, 2 or 3 points from your side so that we are
Uh,
all educated about this.
yeah, definitely. So, in conclusion, I will inculcate my children's, or if not children, then my students, to make more and more use of books rather than the phones, uh, knowing well the negative impacts of it. And there are like latest technologies like Kindle. It has
Okay.
that feature of that high comfort zone where you can
Okay.
actually it literally feels as if you are reading a book instead of
Correct. Correct.
handheld device. So there are more and more technologies which is actually trying to mitigate that impact. I mean, not certainly in terms of radiation, but how you use it, and like the timer, the example which Akshay mentioned. So
Yes.
more and more books actually can help you in not only there are newspapers as well. There are like other various sources where you can get knowledge, if not phone, right? And I have been personally reading books since my new resolution this year, and it has been really beneficial for me in speaking or writing, reading, and listening.
All right, all right, all right. All right, Prashant, thank you so much for sharing your views with us. On the closing statement side, we will go back to Akshay and have his concluding statements. Akshay, over to you.
Yeah.
So, just as Prashant mentioned, what are his future plans? How he is going to tackle uh, this mobile technology and particularly concerning with his family and children? And
Yeah,
how
I
will
will
you
just
deal with this problem?
yeah. So for that, I will use some type of parental controls.
Okay,
As I said earlier, I use some timer and all, and specifically, I will track what the children are watching. Okay, so I will keep a track on it, and I will set a timer that how much time they can use it and how much time they can't. So in that way, I can do it.
okay. Akshay, would you like to tell us at what age should children be given a smartphone?
Yeah, like see, if they want to learn something, they are learning from YouTube or consuming some type of knowledge. Then I think it is good. But still, also we should give them some time that you have to use the device for half an hour or 1 hour only. Then we should take the device to ourselves.
Okay, would you like to put a number? Say 2 years children, 3 years children, 5 years children.
Okay,
At what
but yeah,
age?
but I personally think that uh, like below 10 year children should not use mobile because as the Prashant said about the radiation and especially the below 5 years children because mobile phone can cause a really a bad radiation to the young children like those who are 1 or 2 years old. So
Right, 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 right.
so I in that way I think we should not give mobile phones to them or it's better
Than
to
them
stay
for
away
using
from it.
this thing.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you, Akshay, and thank you, Prashant, for taking time out and sharing your opinion with us. And if you kindly allow me, I will just take 2 minutes to share my opinion also.
Yeah.
Uh, Recently, I read the opinion of the who's this person, CEO of Facebook. Who's that?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg, Mark
Mark.
Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg and few of his stature. They said that they don't give smartphones to their children who are maybe 10 years or 12 years of age. So Mark Zuckerberg, being the founder of the largest social media company, he is not of the opinion of giving his children smartphone. That is something a really great point. But I am more convinced with the opinion of uh, Captain Narendra, who I happen to watch him on uh, TED Talks. Uh, he's an army veteran. He's saying that see, life is like a battlefield, and when your children grow up, these are kind of distractions that they will have to deal with. Maybe it is a smartphone, maybe it is a ringing phone, maybe it is a boss shouting, maybe it is your juniors calling up for some kind of a help. So if you bring your children up in a very sterile, very calm kind of environment, then your children will not be prepared for the battle that life really is. So keeping children completely away from all those distractions may not prepare for them for life. So he was of the opinion that train your children in the for the real life situations that life is going to be. So he said, give them mobile phone, but you be there to supervise them, to guide them. And this was his opinion, and I'm more convinced with his opinion. Okay,
Um,
so
I want to make a point, if I may. So, see, like since you and Akshay mentioned that one has to be there to supervise the children's. So one cannot be there every time, right? We have our own work. It's busy schedule. We have to go out. Like we have to find some permanent solution wherein or whereupon even see, like we will train our children, but we don't know what will they do behind our back, right?
Yeah,
See, like
Prashant,
just
sorry
to
to interrupt. Just a minute.
Yes,
As you
Akshay.
said, yeah, sorry to interrupt, but Prashant said that we can't always keep an eye on children what they are doing or not. So
Okay.
I will personally, like, from my side, I will say that there are some type of tools called parental controls and all in mobile. Like there are many apps also, many apps and software that control whenever
Would
you
you like
go
to
out.
name a few, Akshay? Would you like to name a few so that we are also aware of these things?
Yeah, in every like in every latest phones, the parental tools or parental controls are inbuilt on. So in the phone settings, you can get it.
Okay. And what will the parental control do?
Yeah, even if you are even if you are away from your children, then also you can track what the children are doing on the device and how much time they are using.
Okay.
Like in your if your the children is using laptop device, then it's easy to track them because in if you are already have an account to some
Okay, Akshay,
Windows.
tell me one thing. Suppose I select a few sites like this Wikipedia or like it is a certain educational sites. If I want to make it such an arrangement that children are given access only to these three, four, five, six websites, and other than that, every website should be logged off. Is that possible with that?
Yeah, no, actually, it's not possible. Actually, we have to manually add the website that which website should be blocked and which
And it will be very
website
difficult,
should
brother,
be open.
because
Yeah,
devil
it
has a
will be
thousand heads.
yeah. So like it's not possible
Uh,
because there are many types of
Locking,
websites.
knowing the name of every kind of evil website and blocking it will not be possible. What I was
But
thinking,
yeah, we
because
can
you
do
two
one
guys are
thing.
techie and maybe you have a solution. Suppose
Yeah,
we have a list of 10 educational websites and we know that this will be sufficient for our children to be gain knowledge. And other than that, all kind of URL should be blocked. Is that possible?
what you said. Can you just repeat it?
I'm saying that suppose we make a list of say 10 websites. Maybe it is Wikipedia, maybe it is Britannica, and some good websites which are solely for the purpose of providing knowledge.
Okay.
And because we don't know which kind, what is maybe the name of some evil website, maybe it is porn websites, maybe it leads to some kind of evil ways. So we want that other than these 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 websites, the children should not have access to any other website.
Okay. No, like this is not possible because uh, we have to. I said earlier only that we have to manually add which website children can visit and which website they cannot.
Okay, we have to
We
manually
have
add for
to,
blocking, but we
yeah,
cannot.
manually add.
Okay, okay, but
uh, Sayat, I have a point to
yes,
make, if I may.
yes, yes,
So,
Prashant.
have you heard of this famous saying that a child is a father of a man? In reality,
Okay,
however, the whatever principles you talk about, it always clashes with the reality, right?
okay,
Don't you think that children's are very smarter these days, and they will find out some ways and means to try to bypass that very
yes,
thing
yes,
which you just mentioned. If not on phone, they will watch on their friend's laptop. If not on friend's laptop, then in cyber cave. You
Yeah.
never know. Like, see, there's things. More and more you oppress them or keep. If you cut them out of the whatever the restrictions you make, the more they will try to become. I mean, just imagine if there are like porn websites which they have blocked. If it is blocked globally, can you kind of imagine the impacts, like the rapes and then the other like explicit materials, or see those things. The more you try to see, just okay, let me give you an example. Okay, if you keep a gift, okay, a gift that is perfectly wrapped, okay, in front of a child, and if you tell him you shouldn't open it, so he will have that kind of notions, like what will be there inside that
What is there?
yeah,
What's there inside it?
yeah, what's the inside, and that will keep them preoccupied, like what will be the inside, and once it is open, then they will not think much about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Prashant and Akshay, I think the debate might continue the same way. Uh, anyway, but we had really had some great insights out of this present session, and we really learned something. I never knew about parental control and the timer that Akshay mentioned, and you mentioned, as you mentioned, about the
Yep.
topic of radiation.
One point I will say,
Yes, Akshay.
I have searched on some Wikipedia, but it is said that WHO personally does not say that the any type of harmful it is, like any type of mobile phones are harmful to us.
Mm-hmm.
WHO does not state that, because they state that it is safe to use it.
Yes,
Phone
some
sorry.
say that it is safe, but initially when the mobile technology was there, when in the area of 2G also, some researchers had said that using mobile phones for long durations may lead to cancer, because
Yeah,
cancer is
yeah,
such a defined thing that we don't know exactly what is
but
causing it.
but like
Maybe
my
it is
point
mobile
is
phone,
that
maybe it is not.
WHO has not said that the cancer is caused by mobile phone only.
Okay, okay, okay.
If
Understood.
you visit the official websites and Wikipedia, then you will get this information. But I have read somewhere on Wikipedia or WHO, but you can get it.
All right, all right. Maybe Prashant was talking about some other kind of radiation. Anyway, I think it is time to wind up. Prashant, I think we should wind up.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah. So again, thank you, Prashant, and thank you, Akshay, for giving us time. Hope we meet soon in the next debate.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night.
good night.